And every Wednesday, we welcome the UAlbany football coach to our studio, and that is Greg Gattusso, who's got a 3-0 football team heading into another home game at Tom and Mary Casey Stadium on Bob Ford Field, and a 1 o'clock kick this weekend, or a 7 o'clock kick, rather, 7 o'clock against St. Francis of Pennsylvania. Coach, good morning.
Good morning, Raj. How are you?
I'm good.
Zachary.
Good morning.
Zachary Bye. You call him Zachary, too?
I call him a lot of things.
I know you do. Some of which cannot be aired. I call him Zachary. That's just most people call him Zach. I'm a Zachary guy. That's what it is.
Yeah,
Zachary. It's all good.
You hit it and stuck with it.
Not only was that a win and a great win against Holy Cross, 45-28, and get into E.B. Token Hanks, but what I was impressed with, and I think I'm going to open up our coaches show with this that we record today at the Recovery Sports Grill, was the 8,000 people that were at the stadium on Saturday, because I didn't expect that many in the house.
The fans were, it was 8,000 Albany fans too. Yeah. There was not a scattering of Holy Cross people. So this was, over 4,000 students were there. They were spectacular. The fans were great. It was, as a coach, we know how important fan base is, and that was a great showing by our fans, and hopefully we can continue to build it. I know, my wife walked around the Great Dane game day atmosphere and thought it was great. And, we're going to have Blitz there this weekend running around. And so, we're excited about it. And it was a great environment. And when you're in the third quarter and the game's slipping a little bit on you and the fans are cheering and on behind you, it was really a big part of us turning it around and winning the game.
Do we have a little live local late breaking on the show with Blitz?
Well,
are we close to?
We're expecting that Blitz will be. He's definitely going to be there for the game day, and he should be running out with the team. So we're working on it, and
that's the big Great Dane, by the way.
Yeah,
he's the big Dane. How big is Blitz?
He's probably 170 pounds right now, and
wow.
He's he kind of cycles when he starts eating a lot again. We know he's growing, so he's a big boy.
So he's going to, if you've ever been to the UAlbany game, you're going to come down that ramp. Now, will Blitz actually walk down the ramp, or Blitz will be waiting at the bottom to run out?
Yeah, we'll have him at the bottom. He's still young, so, I think next year when he's 2 years old, it'll be a little smoother. This is his first time, so we're going to make it as easy as we can. And, we've got someone's going to have the leash and run him out. And,
that's great.
So it'll be fun. A live mascot at UAlbany. We're excited about it. And
that's a first. That's definitely a first for sure. So, hey, if you're going to the game, that's a little live local late breaking there as they come out in the field. Blitz, the Dane, is going to be leading the charge into this game. And then hopefully you'll play as well as you did last week. The headline for the game has to be E.B. Token Hanks again. 4 touchdowns, which ties the school record, 183 yards on the ground. He was spectacular again.
Yeah, he's playing really well, and we've kind of challenging him to keep doing what he's doing, and it's part of that script we talk about every week that people get tired of hearing about, but part of it is just do your job and do it well. And he's been outstanding. I think you got to give a lot of credit to the offensive line and the tight ends as well, because they're doing a great job blocking right now. And, and when number 10, as he progresses and can keep those safeties out of the box, it gives us a chance to really run him a lot. And so we're excited. We're happy with where he's at. He's playing really well. He's only a sophomore. He's a true sophomore. So we're just excited about EB, and he's a great kid, and he's really developing as a leader as well.
And you mentioned number 10 in that latest response, and of course you're referring to the starting quarterback, Nevin Sussman. And we know, after being in this league for a couple of years, and I know this weekend at St. Francis is non-conference, but in the scope of the whole season, the CAA, if you're going to be successful in that league, you got to have quarterback. And this past weekend, Sussman, I thought he played the best game he's ever played for UAlbany. And not only did he deliver the football on time and on target, but just the ball itself, the eye test, it was like, whoa. Were you expecting that this past weekend? And is that the expectation for him moving forward?
Well, I expect that every week from our quarterback, and whether we get it or not is a different story. But he's got a lot of arm talent. He can really stand there and throw the ball. He can make all the throws, and he's just, he's young. The kid, he moved from North Carolina, where he was kind of a running quarterback. It's one of the reasons why he runs the ball pretty well. He's played in that system. He went to Maryland at Sherwood High School. He moved in May, So he had to earn the job, and he won the job. And they threw the ball around a good bit, but he's not played a ton of drop-back quarterback. And I think what you're seeing is just a growth out of him. For him to put away the Rhode Island game and the poor decisions and come back and get back on track shows him maturity. And, we're hoping that we're going to be able to roll that into this week. And he's as are everybody. He's a big, huge part of what we're doing.
He connected twice with Z Roberson without Brad Harris, and Z had 5 receptions on Saturday. Is he now kind of the number one target with the passing game, would you say? Was he?
I think it just depends on what they're giving you. The days of having a one guy that you throw to all the time are gone. We don't subscribe to that, but it's really about what they're giving. But the bottom line is when you lose a guy that the quarterback's comfortable with, it takes a little time for that other one to develop. I thought Z Roberson played his best game.
Yeah.
I thought Jordan Crockett played really well. Just the way he's practicing right now, you can see confidence is a big thing in the passing game. And the young guys are playing well. Austin Ellis has been Mr. Reliable, as I've called him in the past. He's doing really well. And we have these young guys, so we're excited. They're all sophomores or less in the receiving corps, and they're doing well. And we just got to keep balance. It's as I told the kids last week, never matters. It's how we prepare this week and how we practice. And we have a tough opponent this week. St. Francis is a really good football team, and sometimes people get caught up in reputations instead of what I'm seeing on tape.
Yeah.
This team can play, and our kids need to play a great game to have a chance to win.
Yeah, because St. Francis has been on the schedule in the NEC for a long time, so we're familiar over the years. But you're right, we don't see them. I haven't seen St. Francis play. Have you, Zach, this year? We don't know.
I haven't.
And you're watching a lot of tape, so and your players are too. So they're not gonna look past this one with the bye week coming up, and then Richmond right around the corner. You need to get this one this week.
Yeah, they present different. They're kind of a mirror image of us. They're going to run the ball. They take shots down the field, big plays and pass game, and they have a really, really athletic. I'm not sure they're not faster than us on defense, to be honest. They can really run. And they have a safety he might be the best safety I've seen in at this level. He's outstanding. Number 22 is a incredible football player, and so this is a big game for them, and if they can come up and beat a CAA team, they just beat Columbia last week, and they'll be a big feather in their cap. Coach played in the league, NFL, for 14 years, played for the Buffalo Bills. He's got a really disciplined team, and they're good. They're a good team.
Your defense has been phenomenal, right? The turnovers, is it plus 10 now in the turnover category? Is it second in the country? Yeah. I mean, you're turning teams over at a very, very high rate, and you certainly did against Holy Cross, and that's been a part of the script, Greg.
Big plays. Our philosophy is if we win the big play battle, and we win the turnover battle, that we got about a 90%, 80% chance of winning the game, no matter who we play against. So when you look at our problems last year, a lot had to do with turnovers and lack of big plays and giving up big plays. So we've stuck to the script, and the kids believe in it, and we're going to continue to try to execute that this week. Yeah,
because the turnover with 28-7, they looked like they were going to go into the end. They had it first and goal at the 6, I do believe, and you come up with the fumble recovery at the goal line, and they come away empty going into halftime.
Yeah, it was huge. You could see they were getting some momentum right before the half. They had a great third quarter. When we couldn't get on the field, they were on the field for 11 and a half minutes of the third quarter. The good thing is, we purposely were back trying to make them take short throws. Then we kind of stepped it up in the fourth quarter and put them away. But, we've got to continue to play that way. We can't get outside that box, or we just won't be able to play.
Coach, thank you as always. Can't wait to see Blitz leading the charge on Saturday night at 7 o'clock at time
7:07.
7:07. Out they go with Blitz. Zach, I'll see you tomorrow.
Sounds good.
I'll see you, Coach, at the Recovery Sports Grill for the UAlbany Weekly on My 4 Coaches show.